See, this is proof that I don't do anything. Now they're going to actually see the evidence of you doing
No, but what you do is you're like, why are you taking so long?
Yeah, I sit here and I complain about
I've
how long
set
it's
lights up,
taking.
I've set everything on. You're just like, God!
Just sitting here.
I've been doing this all morning. You
Literally
come in here,
about
you've been
an hour
here
and a
30
half.
seconds. You're like, God! What is taking so long?
I do. I do. There's no denying it now. They're seeing it. But it's okay.
It's okay. All right, hang on a second. I'm going to record this. I think we'll just record when we get in.
Okay.
I don't think he's a consummate professional. I don't think he's going to give a shit. I think it can just be recording when he comes in. It's easier then. And I will give it, I'll give it one clap here.
Oh, we'll see if we did the slow clap.
And now I'm going to go to the toilet.
Okay.
What did you say? If we did the slow clap?
Oh, never mind. What if Tom comes and it's just me? Just pretend. I'll pretend it's frozen.
I love it. When you go, what if Tom comes? It's like, I'm in the bathroom and then he comes and he comes on. He's just like, oh, hey, how you going? I'm Tom. And you're just like, Danielle!
What do I do? I would.
Here we go. Putting the headphones on.
Wow, this is exciting.
Welcome, everyone, to Remember That.
So this is our first
This is our first filmed episode.
attempt
Yeah.
at a full filmed episode.
I was like, where are you going with this? What's this bit? And we'd like to introduce Marty.
Well, he's asleep in the corner, but I'm sure he will show his
There he is. Hi,
But
buddy. Sorry.
Don't wake him up.
I know.
because,
He's peaceful. He's quiet.
Yeah, I do need to say I'm sick at the moment. So
You are.
I'm sorry about my voice, and I will try not to talk very much.
You're sick, and who got you sick is Phoebe.
Number one enemy of the show.
She was the villain of the show.
my sister.
She became the hero of the show, so her theme song changed. But as she's gotten you sick, she's becoming the villain of the show again. So what we're going to do is we're going to play both theme songs here.
Oh, at the same time.
I think so. I'll overlay it. I'll do a mashup. Hang on. Ready? There we go. Cool. Yeah, so you're very sick. I might be getting it. I could be. We slept in separate rooms last night, like we were a married couple on edge.
Yeah.
That needed space,
Well.
and we we did. We went, good night. Okay, we'll talk about it in the morning. No, so I slept in the spare room because I was like,
Yeah, but now you are sick anyway, so.
I'm just like man spreading as well. I should probably not do that.
So you get so much more self-conscious when
I know,
you're
it doesn't
on
help.
camera.
It doesn't help when there's a big giant screen just like screaming.
And we
at us
can
in there.
see us.
Do you guys like this green light? By the way,
It's doing the most.
doing
honestly,
nothing.
I think it's doing
I put
a
it
lot.
behind the couch, being like, "That's what people do on podcasts, right?" And I didn't have anything to stick it to, so it's just there.
We've got your little movie posters behind us. As well.
Yes, these are from.
What are they from?
Oh, you know what they're from.
I do remember this was when we were filming
hang on.
part of the documentary.
All right, which is, let's play it.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Not again.
we're doing it. I have a question as well, and maybe Tom.
For me.
Well, I've been thinking a lot about the Michael Jackson movie that's coming out.
They are pumping the ads a lot.
Yeah, but hang on a second.
I'm making a documentary. Look at my documentary. I'm making a documentary. It's about Johnson and Friends.
That was not worth it.
Even Marty's like, what are you
I'm
doing?
still just like, I'm now convinced that there's going to be no mention of the child abuse stuff.
No, I already said there definitely won't.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
Which is so weird because it's
Absolutely
such
not.
a big part of his story. And to just completely omit it.
It only came
It's
out
weird.
at the end, though, of his life, really.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He was so famous.
Babe.
He was beloved.
Babe.
He was.
Babe.
I remember being devastated when he died.
I don't even know how to look that up, but I promise you there are countless interviews.
What are you going to type in?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
When was there's countless interviews of them being like, so do you like kids, you know?
No.
And him being like, no, I love children. Don't you remember him having sleepovers at Neverland and everybody being like, what the fuck is going on there?
No, not really.
That's it. I thought this was a good idea to film the podcast and it's just not working out. No, I swear, Michael Jackson.
No, but do you remember when they made Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
They didn't go into any of the bad stuff about Freddie Mercury, did they?
No, and apparently that's why Sacha Baron Cohen turned it down.
Oh.
Because he was like,
wait, he was going to play...
He was going to play Freddie Mercury. No. I think he would have been okay.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
I think he would have done all right.
I think What's-His-Face was brilliant. He was made for that role. He was.
I didn't. Yeah, and that was a. Yeah, I think it's actually by the same producer. I didn't even like Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, it was. It was just another
wash your mouth out.
It was fine.
You didn't like it.
It was okay. It's the same thing where it's not really.
I thought it was.
But
awesome.
how do you dramatize that as well from the Jackson estate? Oh, here he is.
Tom.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. At some point, my boyfriend's going to walk in with a little hot drink to make my voice better. So
oh,
sorry about
that.
I thought you were going to say naked. I thought that's what was. It would be funny though if you said hot drink and then he just does come in naked and Tom just doesn't address.
Behind you.
Just a mid shot. It's just the penis. It's
just the bottom half.
Yeah, just the bottom half. This is Maddie.
Hey,
this is our
Tom.
co-host Maddie.
Hey, Maddie.
Nice
Lovely to meet you.
meet
How you doing?
I should probably introduce you to the show. I have started recording.
Just start talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is very exciting. I've known this guy for a very long time, and he is. Honestly, I'm not just saying this, Tom. One of my favorite stand-ups, and
Whoa, hang on. You said my favorite.
I know,
Then you
I know,
corrected
and then I
yourself.
backed down. I backed down. Do you know why? No, can I tell you why, Tom? The only reason is because I was like, it's creepy if I say favorite. Do you know what I mean? It's too much.
And inaccurate.
Yeah.
Yes.
You might have seen him on Fisk Deadlock Tonightly with Tom Ballard. He's a former Triple J host. God, and you can see him you can see I'm really good at this. You can see him at the Sydney Comedy Festival. His show is called Be Funny. It's on the 1st of May, Friday, at the Grand Electric. Please welcome Tom Ballard.
Yay, Tom.
Hello. Lovely to see you.
The clap as well.
Oh, we've got sound effects. The show is called Be Funny Challenge Impossible. I don't know if it was cut off there when you were reading it, but the full title is Be Funny Challenge Impossible.
Would you believe I rehearsed that this morning? I swear to God.
I heard him rehearsing.
I did. I was like,
did.
okay, I've got to get this through.
Oh, God.
Is Be Funny your worst title? It probably is.
No, Be Funny Challenge.
Challenge Impossible. Yeah.
Hey, how's your play going? I was just reading up about it last night. You got Lauren Bonner in there. I love Lauren. Here we go. Here he comes. Naked boyfriend. Here he comes.
Hey, Carly. Everyone loves you.
We love you, boyfriend. I'm very disappointed we didn't see naked bottom half, but that's okay.
I know.
We'll forgive him.
It's just wearing clothes.
Yeah.
God damn it.
The play is really fun. Yes, it's cool. We're going to do two more. We've got one later this afternoon as of time of recording and one tomorrow. It's a play that I wrote for the Melbourne Fringe last year. It's 5 comedians sitting backstage at a gig.
Yeah.
Lauren Bonner is involved. Yes, Bev Killick, Kevin Hofbauer, and Tiana Hogben and myself, directed by Ben Russell. And it's
sorry,
really,
Maddie's just letting the dog out, just so don't. Please keep going. Yes.
Oh, is the dog naked?
Great. Yeah.
Hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's it's something happens which triggers a big debate about what you can and can't joke about, the ethics of comedy, wokeness, what's the point of doing the whole thing. So hopefully it's both a good drama and there's some very funny, stupid stuff in there. I really love doing it.
Yeah. I really like you posted a thing on Instagram and I was reading it and I really like I really like the angle, man. Like it's so interesting because I do feel like stand-up we are going to get into nostalgia and everything, by the way, but this is just something I was curious. But I do feel like in the last 10 years, stand-up has really gone up its own ass, becoming like we are the truth tellers and the fucking like just going so like anti-woke, so like, oh, what, we can't say anything. Like you used Ricky Gervais as an example, which I thought was a really great example because his last couple of specials has literally just been like, oh, you can't say anything anymore. When it was like his first special was great, where he was talking about animals. It was like, dude, you were good at this. Like, why? What the fuck is going on? So I thought it was so interesting because it wasn't something that I thought about with the whole like, oh yeah, you can say anything. But at the same time, it doesn't just excuse you of like not being a human being just because you're on stage and you're like, no, but it's all a joke. It's a really interesting angle.
Well, it's sort of it worked out well because I feel like I've been on multiple sides of that debate. I am the wokest snowflake in the world. I'm very lefty. I preach my bullshit values all the time, and I care about this stuff. But I also do have like quite a dark sense of humor, and I've found myself in a lot of joke scandals. My stand-up show is about a Nazi salute joke that I did last year that made a lot of people upset. So weirdly, I'm kind of this woke cuck who's also been in trouble for the naughty things I've said. So, and there's people on every side of that debate that say things that annoy me and other things that I agree with. And so by putting it in the backstage area of a gig and having different comedians that sort of represent different archetypes in the scene, you kind of get to have the debate and people have come to see the play. They say like, oh, there were a bunch of moments where I thought, oh, that's a good point, and sort of going back and forth like that, and then also laughing at the whole time. So hopefully it's my way of being able to say all my messy feelings about that particular topic. Yeah,
totally. It's very complex and nuanced, isn't it? Like it's I totally get what you mean. Like I've got a dark sense of humor as well. And especially, I don't know, I'm kind of like, if you're in the privacy, especially with comics and you're just all hanging out, it's different than, getting on stage. And
well, this is it. Some people have said this in the play and they're like, this is offensive and inappropriate, the language they're using. And I'm like, motherfuckers, I tone this down. Okay, this is not, if I actually put what comedians actually say on the green rooms on stage, it would be arrested. So yeah, this is still my theater version. But yeah, it's interesting. So the way people react to it, some people seem to think they want theater to be this like moral universe. Like what should happen in theater is like the correct interrogation of the world, or like with the best representation of the world. And I guess I just don't think about it that way. Like in the play, people use the R slur quite a lot. There's a reference to the N word. The N word is not actually said, and some people say, "Oh, well, that's a double standard." And I sort of go, "But that's real life. That's the world. You seriously telling me in the real world people feel the same way about the R word as they do as the N word? Really? I don't think so." And having spent a lot of time in these kind of backstage areas with comedians, I feel like I've got a decent sense of where the barometers are at. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. You can judge it, you can critique it. That's fine. But to sort of deny the reality that is how a lot of people talk backstage, and those kind of conflicts do come up, I think is a little bit silly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'm a truth teller. That's what I'm saying. I'm a truth teller.
Yeah.
And if you can't handle that, if you fucking
You're like
handle that,
an old-fashioned bard. You tell the truth.
I would love if you had like a chapter, like the next chapter of your life was you just go full alt-right, Tom.
I got to do the pivot. I got to do the pivot.
At some
I've left it
point.
too late now. It's sort of dying now. The Austin, Texas, scene seems to be dying a little bit, and people are sort of disillusioned, and all the fuckers who backed in Trump are a bit like, gosh, maybe this guy like doesn't tell the truth.
But
They're swinging back around.
But with Pauline Hanson coming up, do you reckon because we're always late to the game, do you reckon we're about to have that here? Do you reckon we're about to have Kill Tony here and, just that?
God. I hope not.
So, Tom, thank you for coming on.
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much,
it,
Tom.
man.
Big fan.
It sounds like we're wrapping up.
Yeah, no, it sounds like we're... Bye, Tom.
Goodbye.
Like the shortest podcast. Yeah, we just go super short form, dude.
Tom, I'm a huge fan of Deadlock. So is my whole family, by the way. We all
I am too.
loved
I am
it.
too. But yeah, go on. Sorry.
would you mind just telling us a little bit about what it was like to be on Deadlock, working on Deadlock?
Oh my God, it was a dream. It was a dream. I kind of, sometimes I think back to it and go, God, that was an amazing gig.
You were so good in it, dude.
We loved you.
Yeah,
in
I
it.
said
You were our favorite.
I messaged you.
Speg.
I messaged you to say that because I just hadn't seen you act before, and I was like, holy
You're
shit,
great.
man! Like you're so good.
Smashed it.
That's really nice of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really proud of it. I mean, it was all on the page, as they say. It was all on the page.
But you bring it off the page.
Yeah.
I bring it off the page. You're right. I bring it to life. It's really my genius. It was such a sweet gig. Yes, it was towards the end of 2021, I guess, and I was a bit like, I can't write a new stand-up show. I was just a bit burnt out. And then they asked me to do the self-tape for this thing, and I was like, oh yeah, it'd be great if that happened. And then they said yes, which meant that 2022 was just 6 months in Tasmania. We weren't allowed to leave because of COVID stuff. Like Amazon were pretty intense. They're like, you have to stay on the island.
Oh, wow.
And well, there were some weeks in which I had maybe one day of filming, so I was just living in Tasmania for 6 months.
Were you gigging? Were there gigs down there? Were you hitting clubs?
There was, well, it's Tasmania, so
Yeah.
not heaps. I think maybe one or two spots. The little Dum
But
Dum Club
they've
came
been
down,
coming
which was
up. Like they've been coming up in the like just culturally.
I love
culturally,
it.
Yeah.
I love gigging in Hobart. Yeah,
Yeah.
And the gigs there are really great.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I was doing a lot of writing and just chilling and getting fatter.
Did you enjoy Tasmania?
Loved it. Yeah, it's the most. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's so good. Bruny Island is like stunning. Yeah, I had a few moments, a few like stretches of days where I could actually sort of get out of Hobart and just sort of see the state a little bit. It was very cold, of course. But also, I think I was sort of catching up the whole time as to how much work people were doing on Deadlock and how because we were only getting the scripts in like 2-episode blocks, so we showed two blocks, 2 episodes at one time. That was one block.
They shot the whole thing in 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Far out.
And that was blown out. That was actually a bit too long. Yeah, it's 8 hours. It's basically an 8-hour movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, some people were doing lots of like character work and like charting their characters over a long period of time, and I was a bit like, I don't think Sven would worry about that. So I played it pretty chill.
He really wouldn't. That's probably what made
But it
him
was a
play
joy.
so well.
Yeah, it was a gig of a lifetime. I still haven't seen season 2. I'm in the middle of Comedy Festival now. I just haven't had the chance to do it.
Yeah,
But I
we
really
missed
wanna-
you
I
on
really wanna
season
check it
2.
out. Obviously,
Yeah.
the fans
You
will
were
be
very
writing letters, I'm
missed.
sure.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Tom, I've seen a few episodes, but what happened was, now I'm explaining to Tom why I haven't watched Deadlock. He's like, go on. No, because we watched it over Christmas, I think.
No, it just recently came out.
No, I'm talking about season 1.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. You guys watched it over Christmas, and I sat down. You started it without me.
Yeah.
And then I watched episodes 2, 3, or like 3 and 4 or
Danny
something,
got to
and then
watch
I
it
was
just
like,
all out of order.
I need to go back and
no.
watch it, and then I just
Watch
never
it
got around to going
properly.
back and watching it, and they just powered on, and yeah.
Well, we couldn't stop.
But I did enjoy what I saw.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
And what were
It was crazy, man.
what were the other people like?
Awful. All of them awful.
You specifically are wondering about the Kates, right?
I was wondering about
Yeah.
the Kates, the writers. They're
Loads
both called
of
Kate.
I saw so little of the Kates. It was quite bizarre.
I had a feeling.
actually.
Yeah. I feel like that's
Weirdly,
not
yes,
super
very-
uncommon.
Well, it was all okay. They were the showrunners. I think they were initially they were going to play the 2 leads a long time ago. That never happened. Then they were going to direct episodes. Then that didn't happen because they were rewriting while we were shooting. It was all a bit chaotic. Not unprofessional chaotic, or just the reality of
No,
making
for
a show
sure.
that big and complicated and trying to make it all work.
It was probably,
So,
and it
yeah,
was
there
probably
came a
even
point-
more chaotic. Like you probably were only privy to so much being talent, There's probably
Oh,
so
yeah, I
much
didn't know
more.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't tell me shit,
Mm.
which was fine because I couldn't have done anything about it. But yes, they were sort of rewriting bits as they were going, and of course it's a new show, and I think everyone knew this is going to be really good and special. But like, still, what are we doing here? And the budget's around the 25 million mark, I think, for season 1. Like, it's
Wow.
pretty crazy the kind of
Big.
resources you're putting into that.
Yeah.
Plus COVID stuff happening all the time. There were a couple of COVID outbreaks along the way that made it all a bit weirder and shut certain things down. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
they came down on hard at us and be like, don't interact with other human beings.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
But once again, I was often just chilling out at my place in Hobart. with big stretches in between shooting days, having a really nice time.
Yeah, that's sick. But you weren't with your partner?
No, he was living in. Oh, he was about to move to Cairns at that point. He did come down and visit. My family came down to visit for a little bit as well.
That must be so weird, like being that. Like, I was thinking about this last night. Even just the life of an actor, just being like, all right, I've got to disappear for 6 months. I'll see you.
See you when I see you.
I'll see you when I see. Like
a bit like that. I mean, I think even again, having very little experience, I did like It's a Date with Peter Elliott's show, which was like a day of shooting a few years ago.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much. So yes, having very little experience of it all, I was I think the other people who had done lots of shows were like, this is a pretty great vibe. Weird to have everyone relocate, obviously, for 6 months, or there are a lot of locals as well. But the idea that, we just had to go there and you couldn't leave for 6 months straight was pretty wild. But
it's interesting because you wanted to be an actor, right? Like when you started out, that's what you wanted to do.
I did originally want to be an actor, yes.
I read your Wikipedia.
Oh, yes.
He's done his research.
Yes, I auditioned for NIDA, didn't get into NIDA. I did get an offer from Whopper in the end of 2008, but that's when I'd gotten the Triple J gig. So I was like, I'm probably just going to do that. I think about that.
Well, who needs NIDA or Whopper, Tom? You got Deadlock.
Yeah, you got Deadlock. Yeah, you were able to. You got a sick show. That's like one of the best Aussie shows made in a very long time.
Agree.
And I say this without having seen the whole thing.
Tom, I need to know, did you get to meet the sea lion?
I was not involved in the sea lion scene. The sea lion was a puppet. What was his name again? I
can't remember his name, but was he based on, I think he's based on a real seal.
Kevin,
yes,
the seal? Kevin, I think.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, yes.
Yeah.
Kevin. Yeah, I remember how expensive it was to organise that puppet at that animatronic. I remember that being quite a big drama.
Wow.
Again,
wow, they went animatronic.
I was convinced he was a real sea lion.
Yeah, no, I think there was a man in there. Yeah.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Amazing.
So, Tom, this podcast is generally about nostalgia, and we like to, when we have guests on, like just get a sort of a broad strokes of what nostalgia is for them and their childhood as well. What I know about you, again, I read your Wikipedia. You grew up in Melbourne, right?
Unless it's wrong.
Yes.
Did you grow up?
I grew up in Warrnambool.
Now, is that a country town?
Yes.
Wow. She grew up in a country town too.
Well,
yeah.
Everyone grew up in a country town. Anyone important?
Not me. Not me.
Case in point. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. In the Melbourne comedy scene, once you start figuring out, you're like, wow, the majority, I would say, of a love of Melbourne comics came from somewhere else. It's quite strange that way.
That makes sense.
But yes, Warrnambool is Dave Hughes' hometown as well.
No way.
Same places.
Cute.
Did you know each other at all?
No. He's a bit older than me.
I know, but maybe he was,
your uncle or something.
Maybe he was like walking. Everybody knows each other in a small town.
I mean, we used to date. But apart from that, not really, no.
He's so good. Give us sort of like a broad picture of Warrnambool. Yeah. Like
Warrnambool is on the southwest coast of Victoria. It's the sort of the end of the Great Ocean Road. It's about 30,000 people kind of thing.
Okay.
Big tourist town, surrounded by dairy farms. So it's pretty big. The tourism industry is pretty big, and on the beach, very famous for whale watching every July. The whales go down there to have their little calves. So
yeah,
it's a big
okay.
thing.
So this is sounding less and less country town. I was picturing like she's from like near Tamworth, like.
Oh, okay.
Like 200 people live there or something. Like
2,000, but yeah.
Yeah,
2,000, yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Warrnambool's a city. It's like the sixth biggest city in Victoria, I think.
Oh, wow.
I used to have a bit that was like, I was shitting on rural Australia.
Yeah.
And be like, hang on, Tom, aren't you from Warrnambool? I was like, yeah, that's regional Australia.
Yeah.
All right? I'm regional Australia.
Very different.
Dead in fucking rural.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a farm, you didn't have.
Yeah, you didn't grow up.
Not on a farm. No.
Okay.
No, very, very basic, middle class. I mean, Warrnambool's big enough that there's enough just normal stuff going on. Like my mum's a teacher. My dad worked in human services.
Brothers and
went to a
sisters?
public school. Older brother Gavin, yes, 3 years older than me.
Gavin!
Different high school. I went. Yes, Gavin.
His name's Gavin.
Can you believe it? People are named that. Yeah. Gavin Neal.
Gavin
My dad's name is Neil.
Oh, Gavin Neal.
And they made
What's
him-
your middle name, Tom?
Yeah, what's your middle name?
Guess.
Is it?
Trevor.
Fuck,
Whoa.
imagine if she just banged it
Thomas
out.
Trevor Ballard.
Imagine if she just banged it out on that one guess. Fuck.
Travis.
Can you give us the first letter?
No. C.
Connor.
Charles.
Charles.
Yeah!
It's Colin.
You
It's not
got it.
Charles.
Oh.
it's not.
It's not.
Colin.
It's
Colin.
Colin. Of course,
Colin.
it's Colin.
Colin.
So Gavin Neal and
Yeah.
Tom Collin.
Wow.
Tom Collins. Okay, yeah. No, it's good.
Wow, Tom Colin Ballard.
Big boy. Yeah.
That is awesome.
What kind of stuff did you do as kids, like growing up for fun?
Yeah, so I was pretty quick into the performing. When I was 8 years old, my mum encouraged me to go to Primary Performers, which was a local community group that did musical productions for primary school kids.
Wow.
And in my first production, I played the role of Blitzen in Rock and Roll Santa, which is a musical about Santa and the reindeer. Blitzen was stupid. He was so stupid he couldn't remember his own name.
Oh, my
Anyone said
God.
Blitzen, I'd say, Blitzen, who's that? And everyone would laugh.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a good bit. That's a good bit. It's when you caught the comedy bug.
Well, there was one scene that involved, there was like a baby pram on stage and
Yeah.
these two other characters were doing a scene and then someone mentioned Blitzen and then I popped out of the pram and like pulled a dummy out of my mouth and said, Blitzen, who's that? And at least in my memory, in my sick brain, that elicited a laugh from the audience that like
crushed.
tore the roof down. Like that just like crushed.
in your mind.
In my mind. Who knows what actually happened? But for whatever reason, I remember that as being like the greatest moment of comedy the Warrnambool had ever seen.
It's a great moment.
You're being so
Whatever that
poetic
is.
about how you're describing it. I kind of want to just Rogan out a bit and just be like, it murdered.
Jamie, bring up that clip of me as Blitzen.
Oh, I wish we had a clip of you as Blitzen.
I think the VHS one.
Were you and your brother?
Yeah, that I mean
yeah, sorry, go.
attention. Yeah, whatever need for attention, or yes, that they all sort of started pretty early. So I wasn't really a sporty kid at all. So I was doing primary performers and theatre and public speaking. That was sort of
Yeah.
Did you
wow.
perform for your parents? Like, did you make them watch you?
of course, magic shows, little plays.
You did magic
Yeah, I
shows?
had to do all of it.
What was your
Yeah,
what was-
I have a memory of like loving magic, but not having the discipline to learn any tricks. So I just like the idea of like, oh, imagine if I pulled this card out and it was your card. That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
The idea of a magician
like,
just
use your imagination.
just pitching tricks.
Yeah.
Just being like, all right, so
just
up
like-
here we have a glass cup. Now, wouldn't it be crazy if I lift it up and there was a goldfish in it? I don't know how to do it. But we'll think about it, right?
Why do I have to do all the work? Why can't the audience use their imagination?
You do the work.
And then you wait for an applause. You're like,
Well,
well,
Thank you.
it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
it could happen. It could happen.
Oh, that's awesome. What about school? What school did you go to, and what was that like?
I went to Warrnambool Primary School
Yeah.
and Brower College. Both wonderful schools, wonderful institutions. Brower College, I chose to go to, but this is how serious I was taking it. Like, my brother went to Warrnambool College.
Yeah.
And of course, normally siblings would go to the same school. That would make more sense. But I just chose to go to Brower College because Brower College had a better performing arts program.
Oh, you loved it. You
They
knew.
did musicals every year.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I decided to be the greatest actor of my generation at that
Yeah.
point. So
Yeah.
I was thinking about my long-term career. And Brower is a lovely place filled with lovely people. It's a public school that for some reason was obsessed with trying to act like a private school, had a very strict uniform policy, had blazers, called itself a college. Had quite wealthy parents on the organizing committee. So
Yeah.
there was a few little weird things. Quite famously, it had a thing called the 2-brick rule, which meant that boys and girls had to sit the length of 2 bricks apart.
How do you
from
know?
each
Did
other
you
in
have
the
to?
school
Was there a
yard.
brick like on
Every
the,
surface, there's
guess
a brick. There's 2
it's
bricks
just
on
a
No,
every
I
walk
mean
around
like there's a brick in a
eyeballing it.
classroom, and you've got to use it for.
Could move around.
I don't think it was ever actually measured. It was more
right.
like if you were sitting on a wall.
Right.
You had to make sure that there was 2 bricks there. It was insane. It got national news coverage at one point when
Because
people
of the
found out
2-brick
about this.
rule.
Because of the 2 brick rule, yeah.
Wow.
And how
Was
often would you break it and sit next to boys?
Wait, so but this was in the
Well, this is it. See, boys apparently.
It's okay for boys, of course.
Stick their bricks
The
at each
gay,
other, yeah.
it's the gay. What's it called?
the gay brick,
The gay loophole.
the gay loophole, right?
The yellow brick road, I think.
That's the one. That's the one.
Wait, sorry. Can we go back to the news coverage for a second? Because this
Sorry.
was in the 90s. Was this positive news coverage
No,
or negative?
it's the early 2000s, thank you.
Oh,
I
sorry.
started high school in 2000.
Oh, I thought we were still at primary school.
Tom's slightly
Oh,
younger
wow,
than
you
us.
did. No, Tom's
Oh,
the same
no.
age.
This is in high school. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it would have been
Fair enough.
positive.
Yeah.
Been like, this is how we should do it.
No, it was more like, look at this crazy school.
Yeah.
And how silly they were. But then, of course, the principal at the time defended it, being like, no, this is great. This is a responsible thing to do. Young people shouldn't be touching each other. They should be focused on their studies, I suppose, or whatever the fuck he was talking about. It was very strange.
But it wasn't
all
a
very strange. It was
religious
stuff like,
thing.
there were 18, when I was in year 12, I
Yeah.
remember seeing one of my fellow students in year 12, who was 18, being told they couldn't bring a drink bottle into the library. And the person was like, I drove my car here. I drove a car to school, but you won't let me take water into the library? Like,
But what is he going to do with the... yeah, is that what they're worried about?
Just all over the
No,
box.
we had that. 96, I'll never let it happen again. Just a kid just...
An 18-year-old.
Can we go back to...
Strange, yeah.
Can we go back to primary school? Do you remember who your first crush was?
Oh, God.
Let's bring that repressed memory out. Charles.
No.
Tom. No, I'm joking.
There was a woman named Hannah Brzezinski, a girl, I guess,
Yeah.
at the time.
A
called
woman?
Hannah Brzezinski.
He dipped in- he
A
dipped-
lovely young lady. Near 5.
She was the principal, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Hannah Brzezinski was in my class. She had a big crush on me, and I used to stand up about this. She, at one point, stood up in front of the class and sang Truly, Madly, Deeply by Savage Garden and dedicated it to me. And I was very embarrassed and ran crying out of the classroom.
Oh my God.
Wait, how old were you?
Wait, that's so much.
Let him answer.
Sorry. How old were you?
There's a lot going on there. This is in grade 3.
That's so
So
much.
they'd be like 9-ish, 8 maybe.
It's a lot.
That's like...
Yep, I was horrifically embarrassed.
Was she a good singer
now.
at least?
A lesbian. Who we please know.
She's a lesbian. It was so
not
it was
okay.
so intense it turned the both of you.
That was the moment. Was that
You
the
could
moment?
have been hetero, but that happened, and you both were like, "I think we both just have to be
I
gay."
think we know what's coming.
You
Yeah.
have to walk away from this.
Yeah.
We were both trying too hard. Yeah.
But was it a good rendition? Was she a good singer?
Great question.
No, it was like I want to stand with you on a mountain. I want to bathe
great
with
song.
you in the sea. Naked, of course. I remember she threw in a little bit extra sauce in there.
She said naked, of course.
Of course, which is very rude.
You were 8. Oh my god.
Isn't that weird? Where do you get those ideas? I guess you start having little crushes around that age.
I
maybe.
know, but
Yeah.
but it's
That is
it's
extreme.
next level to perform it publicly.
Yeah.
Like that's a
Very
like
public.
that's a sketch. Or
Getting your
like
peers around.
yeah,
Be like, hey, listen to this.
naked, of course, eh, Ballard? Hey, you just sitting there running away, going, "Ah, I'm gay now."
You cried.
That's so much, man.
It's a lot, isn't it?
Did you have a little girlfriend or boyfriend in primary school? Like beyond Hannah?
I didn't. No,
Hannah was
I
too
honestly-
traumatizing?
yeah. I don't. I remember I was in love with a girl called Tali, and in year 8, who I'm now remembering is also a lesbian.
I think we're seeing a pattern emerge here, Tom.
We are seeing a pattern here, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tali.
Yeah.
Yep. But no, I didn't. And then around year 9, year 10, the thoughts start going, uh-oh. I think I'm that thing that everyone says is bad at the moment.
no.
So I'm gonna keep that on the DL.
Yeah.
And I didn't come out till I was 18.
Were you?
So-
Did you ever? Not to
Yeah.
get too deep, but did you resist it? Did you go like, nah, that's not me?
Yeah, of course. you hear all this kind of phase stuff, and you go, "Oh, good. I'm glad it's a phase. I'm glad that'll end."
Yeah.
But then at about year 10 or 11, I think I saw it was like, this doesn't seem to be going away.
Yeah.
Quite a constant thing. And I think I probably knew everything was going to be fine because, like, you know, regardless, once I finished year 12, I was going to leave Warrnambool to once again become the greatest actor of my generation.
Fuck yeah, dude. You're going to be Sven Jedlock, baby. You're going to get 3 episodes deep in Danny Giles's brain. Yeah. Yeah.
The dream.
Yeah.
The dream.
So, yeah. So it's just sort of more like, oh, I've just got to get through this period. But then my cousin Lucy, who lived in Melbourne, was very nice. And she had gay friends and stuff. And she seemed to be cool and cosmopolitan and cultured. And so I remember coming out to her in a letter that I wrote to her.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And she was nice and supportive. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Adorable.
That's nice. And I guess you would have had a bit of a community there because she had friends there and stuff.
Yes, well, she was lovely, but then also in Warrnambool, weirdly, before I came out, I joined a local youth group called Youth United Making Changes Against Homophobic Attitudes, otherwise known as Yumcha.
That's great. I got worried that it was a religious thing, and I was like, oh, no. Yeah.
Anything youth groupy, it just sounds religious.
I grew up in the church.
I think I do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably told you. Yeah, fundamentalist Christian parents, and I went to youth group all the time, and it's a lot for a kid. You know, lost a lot of sleep over thinking about the afterlife. You know, like you tell a young kid like constantly, so you're going to die and you're going to go to heaven, and then it's going to be great and it's going to be forever.
Just so focused.
I'm
on
in high
death.
school, and I literally can't sleep because all I'm thinking about is, so what happens in heaven? Like, is that just it? Like, we just there forever? And I'm just sitting there like circling and like not sleeping till the sun comes up and going to school.
Did they tell you about hell as well? Was it a hell-based?
Yeah, but it was weird, man, because with Christianity, it's like you're not like, if you feel such in a place of security because you're like, oh, all you got to do is just give your life to God and pray, and then you're sweet. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to hell. Like, there was never a thought about that. Like, Catholicism and stuff is more like you got to, you know, like it's more hardcore and I guess fear based with that. But yeah, no. So they didn't. So they did talk about hell, but it was more just like the other thing as well is just like meeting all your friends in high school and being like, all right, so he's going to hell, he's going to hell.
Did you categorize them?
You would think like, well, okay, I guess I'm going to know this person for a little bit, and then
did you have a list like heaven, hell, and did they swap over when they did good things?
There was a guy called. I remember there was this guy called Mitch, and he would come in. I remember like just somehow the conversation came up and we were maybe like 14 or 15 and he sat there and he'd be like, no, nothing happens when you die. It's just done. You're just dead in the ground. And I was like, I was like, hell, you're 15. How are you wrapping the
conviction
mortality like that? That's fucking crazy. And it was terrifying, man. Yeah. So yeah, it was nuts. You touched a bullet. But sorry, Yumcha.
Well, yeah, Yumcha was. I think it was run by the council. It was like just youth groups, and it was pretty, progressive for a country town. Yeah, of course, I sort of joined it just to meet other gay people.
Yeah, I bet that's why everyone did. Yeah. They're sitting there going, this would just be a nice place for like, you know, for these young guys to connect, and they're all just coming in and just fucking blasting each other, just banging
orgies
the shit out of each other. Just like, going, all
right, we all know why we're here. Come on.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. It's like before Grindr was a thing. Like,
it's Yumcha before Grindr.
It's a very united youth.
Yeah.
Oh, you could make a gay dating app called Yumcha.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
There you go. But that's awesome, man. That's awesome that like you found a community and stuff. I was curious as well to ask you a little bit about Triple J, about working at Triple J at 2008, because obviously, like, fuck, everything was so different then. Like from the way we consume music and media, and like even how relevant Triple J was. Like I remember, and I'll tell that story in a second. But I remember first meeting you, and when I first met you, I was like, oh my god, it's Tom Ballard from Triple J. You know what I mean? Like.
Wow. Is that when you guys met?
I met Okay, I'll tell the story very quickly.
Okay, yeah. Danny really wanted to tell your meeting story, and then we'll talk about
because
Triple J.
I bombed the whole thing, the whole experience of meeting Tom. I fucking bomb so badly from start to finish. Right, so I get called and asked to drive. Hey, would you mind? You're doing this gig in Wollongong. Would you mind driving Tom Ballard? And I was so excited. I was like. I was so excited. And here's the funny thing is I didn't have a car. So I called my mate and was like, hey.
Wait. You got asked to give Tom a lift and you didn't have a car.
I didn't have a car. So I just called my mate and was like, would you?
Very sad.
Tom didn't know.
Your response to, can you give this person a lift is, oh, I'd love to, but I'm afraid I don't have a vehicle.
No,
he didn't admit.
I will now source one. Oh, my God.
Just pretended to have a car. Borrowed the mate's car.
Well, because I was like excited I was like excited. It was like, anyway.
Look, it's a huge opportunity for you. You're right. You did the right thing.
I'll drive Tom to a gig.
So I call my mate. He comes along. We get in the car. I don't know why I did this, but we are blasting electronic music and it's like in the middle of the day. And Tom very kindly was like, oh, do you guys listen to this kind of music during the day? And I was like, oh, sorry, I'll turn it off. And he was like, no, it's fine. I could tell he was bothered by it, right?
I would be.
Yeah.
Tom's in the back just like,
and then,
what's this?
And then we get to the gig, right? I get up and I bomb so badly.
No.
And I get off and I'll never forget this. Tom walks over and he very gently just puts his hand on my back, gives me some pats, and then reaches into my ear and goes, you're never, ever going to fucking make... No, I'm joking. I made that last bit up. But
That was so bad.
But the pats on the back, it was warm.
Oh.
It was so nice.
So cute.
It was...
God.
Yeah.
Did I say anything? Or I just patted?
What do you say? What do you say in those
You
situations?
just patted.
It's just a pat is enough, I think. Yeah.
And then since then...
Where was this? Was it a student bar or something? I can't even remember.
No, it was
honestly.
Wollongong.
Yeah, but where in Wollongong?
There's no recollection.
Do you
and
remember?
it's burned into your brain.
Yeah, well, I think Tom's repressed it, maybe.
Fair enough.
Do you?
Did I bomb? Did I follow you
crushed.
and bomb?
You crushed. I've never seen you bomb. I've never seen you. I'm sure you have, but like I've never seen you. Always crush.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Sorry, I didn't ask that to get that response.
No, I know. You totally did. No, you know.
Clarify who bombed and who crushed.
Can we just go back a second?
Can I use that as a highlight on my poster? Wollongong. It's like at an RSL or like at a club, and you go downstairs. You would have done it a bunch of times. I think Stu ran it.
Yes.
Yeah, it would have been
was
that
there something
one.
about Dapto? I didn't know what Dapto was. I remember talking to someone in the audience about Dapto.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah. I did.
It might not have been that gig. I just remember that happening in Wollongong or something.
No, I did reclaim. Well, like I then went back many years after, and I did well, so it was fun.
You have to.
You have to go back.
Got to go back.
You got to go back and be like, hey, I can actually do this. But yeah, that was when you were. That was like I think at the peak of you working at Triple J, and like you're a big name, dude. Like everybody knew who you were. Everybody, the whole country listened to that show.
That's very nice. It was pretty wild, wasn't it? Yeah. I mean, I think. Yeah, I feel bad. Well, not bad, but it is interesting looking at Triple J now. I mean, I think they're still doing great work. I still think it's great it exists. And, but yeah, having friends who work there, it's tough, like what the ABC's going through. And then, yeah, just the way that people are engaging with music and I guess the very good question of like, why would you listen to the radio when you can just get all your music preferences siphoned to you through websites that fuck over their artists, and then if you want funny chat, you've got podcasts to do that as well. So it's really tough. Yeah, I think it's a bit harsh when people are like, "Oh, Triple J's ratings are going down the toilet because Triple J isn't good." I'm like, well, no, I think you can't ignore the actual material reasons, like just the systemic reasons as to how people listen to music and culture now. But it was the greatest gig. Yeah, I felt very lucky to be there.
100%. I think you're so right, because if I listen to Triple J now, I'm like, it sounds the same. Like, not like that. It hasn't. You know what I mean? It hasn't changed. It's like when you watch an SNL sketch from back in the day to this. It's like, well, the bones of it is still there. You know. It's like, I know it's not the best metaphor, but
and it's whenever people say, "Oh, Triple J's gone commercial," I'm like, I don't. Do you listen to commercial radio? Because commercial radio is still very commercial radio, and Triple J is still pretty. They fuck around a lot more. Maybe not as much as they used to, sure. But like the idea that there's no difference between Triple J and fucking Kyle and Jackie O is completely wrong.
Did you hear the Kyle and Did you listen to the Kyle and Jackie O fight?
I listened back to the audio once the story.
Yeah, that's what I didn't mean live.
Were you listening at the time?
I wasn't tuning in.
Did you happen to be on Kiss FM?
What clever angle are they going to take on this?
Just driving. Going,
love Kyle and Jackie O.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I mean, it all sounded fake to me, but everything they do sounds fake. But it seems like it's real. I guess you don't start suing the station for millions of dollars if it's all a hilarious prank they're doing. So. Yeah, gee, I hope they do okay.
Yeah.
It's all very strange, isn't it? We live in strange times.
This is gonna be clipped and like posted on news.com.
Oh,
like
gee,
Tom
I hope
Ballard's
they
thoughts.
do okay.
Tom Ballard wishes Kyle and Jackie O well.
He's open to doing the job and taking over, maybe. If ARN want to go in a different direction.
I wish you could.
Yeah. We could put our hand up for that.
Okay.
And then we could have a really big on-air fight. Wouldn't it be great if we did it week 2 as well?
We would.
Like the exact intensity. Like, Jesus, that didn't last long. So you started in 2008 on Triple J. You would have got to meet and interview a lot of, like, you know, famous and pretty cool people.
Yeah. Just to clarify, we did weekend breakfast in 2009, then started weekday breakfast in 2010. Yep. So before that is Robin Rake and the Doctor. Yep. Yes. It was pretty bonkers. And when I think about it again, I kind of go, Jesus, did that really happen? Robin Williams, I talked to Chris Rock on the phone. We co-hosted with the Foo Fighters. Ben Folds, which was really big for me. I love Ben Folds. Regina Spektor, The Wiggles, Silverchair.
Oh my God, Tom, I've just remembered something. You know how you just said Ben Folds?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if it was at the Wollongong gig or at the comedy room that I ran years later, right, at Outburst Comedy, but you left a Ben Folds shirt there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm really ashamed to admit this, Tom, but I had it on my person for a very long time. And eventually I just started wearing it.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Oh no.
Did you smell it as well and think it still smells like
No, it wasn't like that.
Oh no.
I think it was just a situation where
like, what?
it was. No, it was just it was just a situation where I didn't, you know, I think I'd had it for like a year or something, and I kept being like, I should get this back to Tom, but I don't even think I had you on social media back then. Like, I can't remember, and I was like, I've got to reach out to his management, and then I think it was just a situation where like I had no clothes left, and I was just like, I'll just wear this, and then it just.
I had no clothes left.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I didn't do my washing.
Why does this not surprise me?
There's no other solution. Well, there's nothing for it but to wear another man's T-shirt, which I have stolen and ordered for years.
I'm so embarrassed, Tom. I can't look at you.
This is insane. Do you still have it, or is it gone? It's gone.
It's gone.
Oh, I wish you still had it.
It'd be so good if I was wearing it.
And you could send it back.
Yeah.
It would smell like Danny. So
I'm sure it definitely still fit me. Yeah, Ben Folds is big. He's sort of the number one guy. Yeah, and interviewing him, making him laugh on the radio, that was like, you know, all time kind of.
Yeah.
it's a highlight.
Life goal.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Robin Williams is crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts. He was delightful. That
Yeah.
was. I mean, you do these sort of hotel junket interviews. They're kind of
Yeah.
death because, of course, they're sitting in a hotel and they're talking to 15 wacky radio duos.
I've done
so as
them,
much as
yeah.
it's possible. You're trying to get there, being like, we're different. We're
I know.
actually-
Yeah.
We're going to be funny.
You know what's funny? I had this thought the other day, like just on that exact thing, because I've done those as well. When I worked at Nickelodeon, like we went to like Comic-Con or
yeah.
like whoever was, and it was never anyone. Oh, actually, one of the voices of the Simpsons character, the one who did Helen Lovejoy and stuff, that was pretty cool.
Cool, nice.
But it's the same thing, right? Like they're in a hotel or they're in some conference room, and you just walk in and out, and you're just like talking.
Heard every question before.
Literally.
Yeah,
But
it's
what's
so stupid.
I had this thought the other day, and I'm like, I wonder, I know they still do that, but it seems to be that media has like evolved so much that now everyone is trying to do their own thing. Like Google's most web searched things, and I saw like one for the Nintendo movie, and they're making them all play these stupid games and sing these songs. And I had a thought of like, I wonder if celebrities miss just the old fucking press junkets, like,
Yeah.
because it's just so complicated now.
It was so stupid. Yeah, if I had my time again, we'd do a lot fewer of those and sort of be like, what are we actually getting? Yeah, we're obsessed with sort of names and guests and stuff. And we sort of thought, well, you're actually probably much better off just working on your own show.
Yeah.
Like, the Hamish and Andy model where it's like people tuning in to listen to you do
Yeah.
stuff as
Yeah.
opposed to talking to fucking Russell Brand.
Yeah. Did you talk to Russell Brand?
We did interview Russell Brand, yes.
Oh
I think that was
my
for
God.
Get him to the Greek. Yeah, it was him and Jonah Hill.
Oh, wow.
We didn't know at the time. Okay, guys, we didn't-
both just sitting
no one did.
We didn't ask. We were just sitting
It
going,
wasn't on.
No one knew
Yeah,
at that
we
time.
remained silent, and I apologize.
is this another news.com clip? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Russell Brand is, not to get sidetracked too much, but Russell Brand's the crazy one because he wrote a book on the 12 steps. He wrote a book about taking accountability,
Right. Well, he's got a new one, How to Be a Christian in 7 Days or something.
Oh, it's going straight on my listening list.
Yes, finally. I've been waiting for the right messenger for that one.
And it's Russell.
Was there ever an interview that went bad or awkward or?
Yeah, there were heaps.
Yeah?
I mean, a lot of them were pre-recorded, so sort of you edit it, and it sounds like we're all having a good time. We did a few versions which are pre-recorded. Sorry
Yep.
to spoil people's dreams there, but sometimes you've got rock stars who are very hungover and don't appreciate the opportunity, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think we cut one version that never actually went to air because it was so bad.
Really?
Do you remember who it was?
I believe it was, and this is I think they're a cool band, but it was Surf. Fuck, what are they called? Surfer Blood.
Okay.
Do you remember that band?
No.
Great band.
Yeah.
But yeah, that guy, I think he'd had a big night before, and his voice was not up to the job.
Yeah, right.
Do justice to what they do. They're a great band. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yep, the Kills. I think she was extremely hungover.
Wow. Everyone coming in to do that. Like you
mean-
know you're coming in to perform. Like,
You'd think it would be pretty common.
I don't care.
No,
Yeah.
They just have to do it. Like if they're out for a festival, then they're required to do like at least one interview on Triple J. So that's never a great sign.
yeah.
And then there's some people your chemistry's not there. Weirdly, the artists whose work I respect the most were often the ones in which the interview was a bit whatever.
Oh,
Whereas,
interesting.
and, no shade, they're all lovely people, but Aussie hip hop is not really my thing, not my number one thing.
Yeah.
But overwhelmingly, Aussie hip hop artists were often the most fun to have to chat and talk shit about because they sort of had a sense of humor about things. So
Yeah.
it's like their music wasn't always my thing, but in terms of having a fun time in the studio, it was often.
I could see that, especially from that era, just thinking about it, like Hilltop Hood, Seth Sentry, these are guys that don't really take themselves seriously,
Yes,
and that
they
kind
were
of
big. Pez.
yeah.
There was the guy
Draft?
with all the tats. 360 was
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
360.
Yeah.
Remember 360, you guys? Remember
I
that?
do, yeah.
I like Summer Days.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Pez.
360 was great.
I was working in a warehouse when that came out.
I really
and
enjoyed that.
because they blast Triple J all day, and I was working in a warehouse, and I remember picking and packing. It was sunglasses, and just walking around, just hearing, "I love summer days,
Summer Days.
summer days,"
It was
and then
a
I'll never
banger.
forget. He goes in the song. He goes, "I was gonna call it I love festivals, but he has that in the song." It goes, I was going to call it I Love Festivals, but I went with Summer Days or something like that. That's in the fucking song.
I mean, you could not. It's like if you were more cynical, you'd be like, that song was written in a lab to appeal to the Triple J audience. But I do think it was quite sincere. But it's like, yeah, it's about getting money to save up and go to a festival.
Yeah, it's like an AI song before AI, really.
It's so bad.
Summer
That's
days.
a banger, though.
For those summer days. I love summer days.
I'm
not squishing in the back. I'm telling you, shotgun front. No bullshit, man. Oh, wow.
It does.
Then when you finally make it there from driving up with your crew, you better get your mindset on finding something to do. What?
Tom, this is your lack of version.
I think if I asked me if I actually like a version, I'd do summer days.
Yeah, you have to now.
Do you know what I remember as well, Tom? I remember going to your live. I think you were pitching it as a pilot. It was Tom Ballard's listening party.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, that was pretty wild.
That was another big moment for me, Tom, because I met Carl Stefanovic there.
Oh, Carl.
Yeah.
Yes. He's got wonderful politics now, doesn't he?
I know. He's gone a bit downhill. But back then he was cool.
He was cool back then.
He was very apolitical. He was very just like I'm a cool
He was
dad.
like a normal dude, you know.
I know. He wasn't interviewing Pauline Hanson and doing all this shit.
No. He did have a good sense of humor about himself, yeah. Yeah, that was a show where we'd have guests on and we'd have a music guest and then we'd play. They'd choose a song. We'd ask them to choose a song that's important to them, and then we'd play the song, and we'd all listen to the song. Now, the idea was that we're supposed to be listening, but of course, as soon as you play a song to a room full of people drinking, everyone just starts talking. And it was quite awkward. We're just sitting there listening to the song. It was never going to work, really. But the people who said yes to it were pretty crazy. Yeah, it was Carl Stefanovic, Kitty Flanagan did it, I think, and
Will Anderson. Yeah, I remember Will Anderson's.
Anderson,
yeah. And it's funny you say that because like your perception and my perception of it is different because I actually remember really engaging with the song. I remember Will Anderson playing a Public Enemy song and him getting up and literally like almost drag queen performancing it to the audience of like mouthing the words and fucking getting so into it. It was sick.
Was it Summer Days? What was the song?
I can imagine it was Summer Days. Would have been so good if it was Summer Days. If that was the song.
I played Summer Days every week. Yeah.
Tom played it every party.
It was his Welcome to Country. That's what he did. He didn't do a Welcome to Country. He just played Summer Days.
I just think it really well describes the experience of going to a festival in Australia.
Tom, you know what? It does. It does.
It does.
It does.
Sorry, I feel like did you want to? I've got more questions about Triple J, but do you want to?
Yeah, no, I don't want to derail the conversation about Triple J.
Oh well, okay. Can I wrap it up with one more question?
Okay.
Because one thing I am curious about is your decision to leave. Because I remember, I think I reached out to you when I started working on Sunrise on Channel 7 because I was having a really hard time because I was not sleeping, and then I was just in the midst of it. I was like, this is fucked. How do people do this? And in the midst of it, I was like, fuck. I thought of you, and I thought of Matt O'Kine, and I thought of a couple of other people that do this. So I reached out to them individually, and you all pretty much said the same thing, basically being like, I don't have good news for you. Like this does not get better. And I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm just wondering. Like, what was that part of it? Like, did it just get too much? Because I know Conchetta, who we both know and love, she's just announced that she's leaving, and on her post, it did sort of like mention it was exhausting and everything like that. Like, what was it for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a factor, and I don't think they do a great job of preparing you for, what it does to your life and how kind of. I remember having moments of just being crazy irritable for no good reason, and eventually putting it together, be like, oh, it's probably just the fact that I'm sleeping, because I'm still in my. I mean, if you're going to do it, you should do it when you're in your early 20s, because I was still going out on the weekends, I was still doing stand up at night. It did sort of your whole life was kind of just trying to catch sleep as much as you can. So it definitely affects that. For me, it was sort of towards the end of 4 years, I was sort of just going a bit like, well, we keep interviewing all these cool people doing creative stuff, And I feel like I'd rather be the person who's made a thing being interviewed about the thing. I wanted to sort of, be a better comedian. I want to write TV. I wanted to make my own thing as opposed to sort of host in the media. And I think just the sheer volume of stuff that you have to turn around. You have to do 3 hours of radio every day, no matter what, whether you've got something or not. When you do something great, it's great, and then it goes away immediately. And when you do something, which is good for bad stuff as well, if you feel like, well, that was a shitty interview, but at least it's over and everyone will forget and move on with the rest of their day. But yeah, it was just sort of in terms of building your own thing or like working on something. And I think I definitely had ambitions to write like a scripted TV thing, or just work on my own thing. Or do stand up. I mean, I left Triple J, and then my stand up show the following year was terrible.
Oh,
so
really?
That was a bad move. But it was just this idea about a family holiday I went on in 2014. It just wasn't very funny.
Oh, okay.
But then
it sounds hilarious.
It does sound funny.
Hey, fuck you. How about that? Why don't you go bombing Wollongong?
He already has.
He already has, yeah. Good point. So, yeah, I mean, it's, I've definitely had moments where I was look back and going, gosh, I probably should have stuck around a bit longer and enjoyed that while I could have. But, what can you do? It just felt like the right decision at that time.
Yeah, definitely. Do you reckon it sharpened you a little bit? It sharpened your tool set, like doing a gig like that?
Oh, doing the gig, yeah, for sure, totally. And yes, if for whatever reason I found myself back in radio, although radio does seem to be dying across the board, and it certainly helped with my podcasting, I think, and figuring that out. Mm-hmm. But also it was quite instructive too about there were a few moments in terms of like Triple J professionalizing or whatever, there were a few moments where we were sort of told off for doing things. Or being unprofessional or whatever. While at the same time, Triple J tries to celebrate its kind of rat bag legacy. And it was always this weird tension, I thought, between like, come on, you work at the ABC, the editorial policies, and we need to be proper and stuff. But then also, how great was it when Merrick and Rosso almost shut down the whole station? And I'm sort of like, you kind of can't have both of those things, or at least we didn't want to be the more boring version of stuff.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's interesting. I do think it's interesting how Triple J sort of, you never see the Triple J sort of kind of blowing shit up or, well, they do sometimes, like, when, about Gaza, when they had, what's his face, do that song about Triple J's complicity or ABC's complicity in Gaza, in all the silence in Gaza and stuff. Like every now and again, there's stuff that sort of breaks through that's kind of a bit more rebellious, which I like. But, there were moments where it just felt like that was dying. And also that's Alex Dyson, who is a lovely, very sweet man, who is a little less interested in that rat baggery than I am, perhaps. Which is,
sure.
Sometimes maybe a little bit of attention. We're just, on some fronts, we're just kind of a little bit different when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
Which definitely makes him a better person.
Well, Maddie, what did you want to? Sorry.
No, that's okay. I like asking our guests this, but it does kind of put you on the spot. So I just wanted to know, is there any story or thing that stands out from your childhood that you'd like to tell us? Like some people have a funny story that they still tell when they're adults. It happened as a kid or something
birthday
like
party,
that. Birthday party.
Yeah, like did you bomb in Wollongong to one of your
as an
favorite
8-year-old?
Yeah.
Anything that stands out.
I mean, this is perhaps an indication as to who I was. There was a number of Christmases in a row. We used to go to Horsham for Christmas, where my mum's from and where my grandma lives. There was a little neighborhood, and they did that thing where Santa would come on a fire truck. I don't know.
Yeah.
When you say come on a fire truck. Stupid joke.
This is why I'm gay.
Yeah.
Ho, 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 guys.
If Helen didn't do it, if Hannah didn't do it, it was the fire truck that solidified it. Yeah. So he came on a fire truck. Yeah.
I don't know what happens. Obviously, maybe the fire station likes to, pull out the fire truck, hoping there's no fire, I guess, at that point. And yes, and Santa arrives in the full costume, and of course, all the kids lose their mind.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know how this happened, but I assumed the role of Santa's assistant. I would dress up for this role to help Santa deliver the presents to other children.
Yes.
And those costumes included an elf. The first year was an elf, classic, standard.
Of course.
The next year was Zorro, the sword fighter.
Why? Why is that Why is that
I have no answers for you. All I have are the facts. And the facts are I dressed up as Zorro to help Santa deliver.
Was anybody like, oh,
Zorro.
hi, Zorro?
I assume all the adults were like, well, look at this little faggot. All right, this is good.
Everybody knew except for you back then.
It took me a little while.
Like, how long ago, like, how old were you?
I was 15. No, I was...
This was last year.
You had me at 15.
It's about bringing magic alive to the other kids. No, I would have been, between 6 and 8, I reckon, between that kind of period. I've probably had a few years. I was trying to think of another. Maybe Superman was one of them too, but Zorro is the one that stands out that just makes no sense whatsoever. But
so cute.
these are just my little flights of fancy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't say no to the gig. You're like,
Hey, worked. In this economy.
Yeah, work. This is my moment. Oh, that is so cute. So you'd help him
I'm
hand
available
out.
for corporates.
yeah.
You'd help Santa hand out.
Just a lot of moments of that, of just me trying to insert myself and desperate for attention and kind of I can't imagine what it would have been like being my parents, because my parents are quite shy people too as well, and they've been lovely and supportive throughout the year, but they're always a little bit like, oh yes, don't look at us and don't make a fuss and don't worry about that. And so, and of course, in my stand-up over the years, I've talked a lot about sex and swearing, and I've had these joke scandals, like this Nazi salute thing, or getting fired from the ABC, or getting in trouble for the jokes that we told on TV, and I always think it's a bit odd about Judy and Neil having to deal with all that, but they're very nice.
Shout out Judy and Neil.
They're very nice.
Seriously, yeah. Well, I know. You probably got to go in a sec, don't you, Tom?
I do have to crack on with my day. I'm sorry. Yes.
No, that's okay. Awesome. Well, did you have anything else or any other questions, Maddie?
No. Did you?
No, I think we've.
We could talk to Tom all day, but he's got to go. He's got stuff to do. He's got
stuff to do. You've got to play tonight. Again, at the Sydney Comedy Festival, this will be out on Wednesday, Tom. So if you're in Sydney,
cool.
Go and
watch Tom's show.
Be Funny Challenge. It's on the 1st of May on Friday at the Grand Electric.
Challenge Impossible.
Challenge Impossible. Get it right, Daniel.
Do you know why? Is because you put it in brackets. and so
you just don't read the brackets.
So I think
that's
Be
not
Funny
Challenge.
Challenge.
That's not a thing.
And then it's in brackets, so I go, well, I don't read that bit.
No, that's not how English works. You read the bracket.
Be Funny Challenge Impossible.
It's called.
Yes, we're just doing one show in Sydney, but also Newcastle and Brisbane as well. If people want to come, if they're in those locations. But
when are you in?
Yeah, we might hit up the Newcastle one.
Maybe we should come to the Newcastle one. When is it?
Oh, come again.
Because we're in the Central Coast now.
The day after.
We moved to the Central Coast. Yeah, mate. We're in Woy Woy.
Well, hit me up. I'll put you down whenever you like.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's on the Saturday the 2nd, so the day after at Newcastle.
Oh, yeah, we'll come along.
Cool.
For sure.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited. Anything else you would like to plug?
Do you want to plug anything else? I know you've got your podcast, which you can listen to, which is called...
Read the brackets this time.
Yeah.
Jeez. Can't trust him at all.
Is it called Serious Danger?
It is called Serious Danger.
Oh,
yes,
thank God.
It's a weekly show about green politics in Australia.
Yep.
It's funny sometimes, but also talking about the party, the Greens, also the Green movement, left-wing things. People can listen to that. That'd be great. Awesome. Obviously, listen to Summer Days as much as you can. Shout out to that.
Mm-hmm. Tom's like a version is coming out next week on that as well. So everyone,
I'm going to be like Radio Free Alice and be like, yeah, this song sucks, but I've actually made it really good. And,
I like the idea of us putting this out in Summer Days, just getting a big peak of.
Oh my God, yes! Everyone download Summer Days. Let's get it trending.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to.
Soulmates record YouTube. It's got 4.8 million views.
He doesn't need us then. Fuck you, 360.
So much.
That's right. And Pez is so hot too. That's what I remember too. He's very attractive.
Okay, I'm going to look him up too.
Yeah, we'll both look him up. Yeah.
This is so hard. Tom, thank you so much.
Tom, dude, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you coming on. And go see Tom's show and fucking.
We love you, Tom.
We love you, Tom.
Make new memories, guys, so we can be nostalgic about this in the future.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love it very much. Yeah. And that was Tom Ballard.
We love Tom.
I regret telling him about the shirt.
Why?
I don't think he was happy.
That was funny.
I know, but I
I
think he genuinely was upset.
Why? I don't think so.
I stole his shirt.
You didn't steal it. He left it and he didn't miss it.
And now I'm thinking back to it. I mean, look.
Are we recording this?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
this was a long time ago, right? But when I think about it, I'm like, why didn't I just try and get that shirt back to him?
Well, you do enjoy stealing clothes. We have kind of established this.
Maybe I felt like at the time that I would absorb his talent.
Maybe.
I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked. Hey, thank you so much for listening. This is it. We're doing filmed episodes now.
I know, you poor things. You have to stare at our heads. And
yeah.
Well, you get to see Marty's.
But also, if you're an audio listener and you want to keep listening to it on audio,
I mean, that's okay too.
Look at Marty.
He's so over it.
Yeah.
He hates it.
This sucks. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
He hates when
I
we
love
record.
that we finally get to introduce him to the show.
You get to see him now. You get to see the pest in action.
Yeah.
But he's been very good today.
He's been a very good boy.
He's been a good boy.
Okay, well, we should get out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to, new episodes are out every second Wednesday. Mm-hmm. We will eventually be doing weekly.
Okay.
Oh, no?
Yep.
No? Okay.
No, we probably will.
Yeah, we probably will, but I've just got to finish the documentary.
Yes.
And do you want to sign us off, Maddie?
Thank you for listening. Good night, kids.
Good night, kids.